Hello, 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 everyone, or welcome back if you happened to be here earlier. Hello, Sage. How are you doing tonight? Surprised. Yeah, basically, we got through Simulated Universe super early. So I was like, what the heck? Why don't we, start doing some stuff in Fontaine tonight? So I'm gonna go do this really quick, and then we will start this world quest over here, I think. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to go, because there are not many teleports near there that I have unlocked. I do have to record and edit non-humans only tonight, and that does take like a few hours at least. So I don't know how long I'll be able to go tonight, but we can at least get started. Head hasn't been doing great, but you feel better than you did earlier? Oh, well that's good at least. I hope you can feel a lot better soon. Huh. These currents seem odd. Huh. Wonder what that's about. Use bombs on them? Ah. Interesting, interesting. Okay, where... There it is. Alright, get the funny jellyfish. That looks cool. Let you know if you're backseat gaming. You're fine, you're fine. Alright, give me that. Alright, so, world quest. Let's go get it started.
Too slow.
Huh, just what kind of place is this? It's all run down and shabby. Wait, it seems like there's someone over there. Yep. Help, you over there. Don't just watch, save me. Alright. There's no end to these stupid mecha. Oh, my lovely muscular legs are now all full of these horrid welts and bruises. Thank you, friend. If it weren't for you, I'd still be taking a beating from those mecha. Oh, sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm I feel like it's probably not actually pronounced like Desnos. Denal, maybe? I don't know. A member of the Fontaine Research Institute, an assistant researcher, or so I used to be. Now I'm responsible for receiving the adventurers who come here for recruitment and conducting preliminary qualification reviews. They're called preliminary qualification reviews, but it's more just me checking if they're carrying all the proper documents with them. After all, some adventurers can't even get their documents right. So you're looking for adventurers. Yes, as you said, we've been asking the Adventurers Guild to recruit adventurers who can investigate and search the ruins of the Fontaine Research Institute. After all, nearly the entire institute was destroyed in the explosion, and we don't have a lot of manpower. This violates the institute's non-disclosure agreements and some other regulations, of course, but technically only on paper. I think I've heard of this incident before. Paimon remembers. Someone named Edwin made a mistake and there was an explosion at the institute, right? Oh, so everyone knows, do they? Ugh, must have been some journalist from the Steambird with nothing better to do. Nope. I heard about it from a researcher in some event. Way back when. Anyway, that's what happened, and that's where we're at now. In other words, you're looking for people who are good at searching for things in ruins? We're good at that. I can see that you're more confident than ordinary people, and I believe you've got good reason for that kind of confidence. I'm glad you're interested in the commission. But if you really are planning to take it up, I'll have to ask you to fill out some simple forms. Is this the qualification review? Yes, your comprehension and attention are excellent. Better than ones who came before you, anyway. Sounds like a lot of work. We don't usually have to jump through all these hoops when we take a commission. Well, the commission concerns confidential items within the Fontaine Research Institute. The ruins contain scholarly papers and research results that must be retrieved. Fair enough. These are assets of the Fontaine Research Institute, and they are the foundation for rebuilding the Institute. Indeed, the hope of the entire court of Fontaine. Only trustworthy, upright, elite adventurers may enter the ruins, and that's why we have to run a qualification review. It's also why I'm here to do the preliminary part of it. Oh, and how many elite adventurers have you recruited so far? Well, it's complicated. The ones I had high hopes for declined because they were in bad shape at the time. Anyway, at this point, well, alright, we have none. Are your standards too high? How else would you end up not finding a single adventurer? These are the rules set by Mr. Quassel? I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to learn how to pronounce French words, but French, man. And I can't do anything about it. In fact, I have even helped many adventurers to polish up their documents. But even so, no adventurers have passed the review set by Mr. Toisol and Mr. Raimondo. But don't worry, you're already much better than the previous ones, so your chances of passing are certainly higher. Please sit here while I go get a few bottles of ink. We'll be filling out some forms. Few bottles? Is one not enough? Elfon, one of the Mellowzines who gives Aquabus tours, also mentions that it was an experiment gone wrong. Yeah, she does. Hello, Weeb. Welcome, welcome. Based on my experience, if you didn't bring any documents, then one bottle is definitely not enough. First, one proof of adventure qualifications, one 30-day record of travel history. 30 days! Actually, I'm sure that the Adventurers Guild has these records. Don't worry, I'll write you an official letter to explain the situation and will request said documents from the guild. But for the resume, you'll have to fill in your habitual residence, your contact address. I don't have one of those. Contact information, your current name, names you've used in the past, your pseudonyms, and aliases that you use when you want to conceal your identity. Jesus Christ, I can see why nobody has taken this commission yet. Then you have to sign the good faith commitment, a notice of liability, a notice of obligation, and with his help, you start filling out the forms, alternating between hesitance and doubt. You use up bottle after bottle of ink, but the stack of forms also gradually shrinks. As you finish the last form, he smiles and you breathe a sigh of relief. That's all the documents. Now you just need to go to the Institute itself for the final review. I was meant to be the one to take you there, but those stupid mecha injured my leg. It's okay, just tell us where it is and we'll head on over there ourselves. Sounds good. I'll mark the location on your map. Oh, and by the way, I suggest you head straight to the roof and talk to Mr. Knacker. The Institute sent him to work in the area. You can go talk with him. There are lots of clockwork mecha in the nearby wilds, so he's definitely going to need a formidable guard. Wait, we haven't passed your final review yet. Why are you assigning us work already? And there's no compensation either. Well, now, just hear me out. Mr. Knacker's a senior researcher at the Fontaine Research Institute, who once even did research under Edwin, so he's got some sway in the Institute. If you were to get along well with him and, incidentally, demonstrate your capabilities to him to prove your worth, then you're gonna have much better chances at passing the review. So what you're saying is that we should help this Mr. Knacker and thank him for the privilege while we're at it? Precisely. You can tell him, before arriving at the Fontaine Research Institute for the final review, Mr. Deneau, I feel like that's probably how that's pronounced, has first tasked me with being your guard and ensuring your safety. Anyway, I won't hold you up much any longer. He should be on the roof. I've still got to... Ouch, my leg. Those stupid mecha. Alright. So, up to the roof. You have anything else to say? Darn it, who in the world designed these mecha here? Why are we having the preliminary review here, by the way? Why not conduct a review at the Fontaine Research Institute, you mean? Well, it's because of that huge explosion, of course. After the Institute blew up, the roads that led here from the court of Fontaine were cut off for the most part. Not to mention the area around the Institute itself. They're a total mess. This is where Mr. Raimondo's project team was originally located, a place far enough away from the center of the explosion to not be greatly impacted by it. You know, meaning lots of people who are still alive. You know what I mean. Even though most of the Fontaine Research Institute was destroyed, our offices must continue operating, otherwise who will rebuild it? That's why they had him go back urgently, and also made the decision to seek assistance from adventurers. We are also following the Institute's orders, and are here to receive adventurers that come here to apply. Although many areas around the Institute have been cleaned up and it's about time we return to our offices, Mr. Choiseul has stated otherwise. There are many things to do, and we should focus on a bigger picture. Stay where you are if possible. And just like that, our tiny office wound up staying right here. I seriously wonder when I'll be able to return to the Institute. What is sparkling behind you? Stuff to read! Project proposal. To support the development of research at the Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering, it has been decided through internal discussions to initiate Phase 2 expansion for the Institute, with senior researcher Raimondo Havenport in charge of said project. After thorough investigation, argumentation, analysis, and research, it has been concluded that the eastern region of Le Fay has favorable geography, excellent transportation conditions, and faces no threat from wild monsters, making it a highly suitable location for the second Fontaine Research Institute. The project is currently suspended because Raimondo Havenport has been transferred to the position of Senior Technician for the Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering. During Phase 2 of the Fontaine Research Institute expansion project, Construction workers discovered an undocumented human-excavated tunnel that led to the private lab of the deceased senior researcher Brevet. The research facility was found undamaged. The Maison Gestion has been briefed, pending further action. Huh. External reconstruction support FAQ. Required documents and registration information for adventurers. Temporary. Commission resume, income statement, information regarding commission evaluations, commission statistics, total number of stars rating, proof of adventurer qualifications, travel history for the prior 30-day period, and all past and current adventurer handbooks, habitual residence, contact address, contact information, emergency contact, your current name, names you've used in the past, any pseudonyms and or aliases, statement of good faith, liability notice, obligation notice, and disclaimer notices. If the adventurer has not brought complete documentation with them, the gaps should be plugged on the spot in a timely manner. Any applicant with a criminal record or who are suspects will be turned over to the authorities immediately. Yeah, I can see why you haven't gotten anybody yet. Jeez. That is way too much. I've said this many times, Miss Crony. Rebuilding the Fontaine Research Institute is our only goal right now. You've said the same thing 3 times now. I know all too well that when you guys start repeating things like robots, there's definitely something big you're trying to hide. Think what you like. As for the numerous issues you mentioned earlier, I suggest you go talk to Mr. Raimondo. More intense than any resume you've ever filled out, for real. What, is he going to tell me all the things the Fontaine Research Institute is hiding? No, but his ways of beating around the bush might be more sincere. You. Anyway, Miss Crony, I have my own business to attend to. The one next in line has been waiting for quite a while now. Hello, how can I help you? Are you Mr. Knacker? Yes, I am. You introduce yourself to Knacker and describe the final review situation. Man said, give me all your life info and some. Yeah. Upon meeting Deneau, you remember what he last told you. Before formally arriving at the Fontaine Research Institute for the final review, he has first tasked me with being your guard and ensuring your safety. I see. Thank you for applying. And I suppose I must also thank his injured leg. The wilds around here do pose many dangers, and having an adventurer capable of passing the preliminary qualification review by my side would be a lot safer. I can't act like I didn't hear that. What dangers are there exactly, if I may ask? According to the investigations, lots of archaeum flew out of the Institute when it exploded. Will the uncontrolled archaeum radiate energy? Will it contaminate the surrounding environment? Whoa, wouldn't this entire area be contaminated then? I suddenly feel somewhat short of breath. That's just your imagination at work. After leaving its catalytic environment, archaeum immediately returns to an inert state. It won't radiate or contaminate anything. It is apparent that Miss Crony's way of phrasing her concerns brought you unnecessary misunderstandings. May I take another look at your documents? If you really wish to escort me, then we'll have to take something of a detour. I'm going to a few nearby places to review the technological assets of the Institute and nab some documents along the way. Sure. Who's this lady next to you? Some reporter, that's all. Indeed, that is what I am. It's a great honor to meet you. I've heard your name from my colleagues many times before. Oh, do you know Charlotte? Do you work with Charlotte? Yes, you do. I'm Crony, a journalist for the political affairs section of the Steambird. If you have time, could we arrange a time to have a chat? And of course, Miss Paimon is also welcome to join. I'm very interested in your adventures. Let me see, how does next Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday sound to you guys? Even this Saturday could work. We could go for a cup of coffee. Or how about right now? You guys stay here and chat, and I'll go about my work duties. Oh, no you don't. That won't do. I've already reserved today's entire interview schedule for you. Sorry, we'll have to chat another time. That's okay, we've got work to do today anyway. We need to escort Mr. Knacker first. I must stress again that I'm just an ordinary researcher now, and I have no further information to give you. Plus, we've also got tedious and meaningless work ahead of us. Even if you go ahead and interview me, you won't get any useful information from it. That won't be a problem, Mr. Knacker. All work has its own unique value, and it's our job to uncover it. Don't worry about me. Suit yourself, then. Let's get going. According to the schedule, there's a document we need to get at the Institute's executive office. Hopefully... I don't know how to pronounce that name either. Wasn't called up for some other work. Alright, off we go. Oh, I see you. Come here. No! Ah, well. What is that over there?
You're so happy just to see the sun again. How childish.
Knacker dug the secret tunnel.
Wind rises.
What is that? You don't need that much water. A jade water fruit condensed from an excessive amount of hydro. Due to its internal pressure, it will sometimes spew bubbles, and when it loses a certain amount of water, it will start spewing bubbles in all directions to attack nearby entities. You may have to use elemental reactions to cause the fruit to completely lose all its water if you want to obtain what it contains. So you use Dendro? Hello, Hannah Stein. Welcome, welcome.
There's still a long road ahead.
Why? Ah, one moment. Yeah, I haven't encountered the new Fatui enemies yet, so... But yeah, Arlecchino's gotta be playable. She's even got a vision. Come on. Oh, speaking of that, I was watching this video about Genshin's character design the other day. And something that the person brought up that, like, I had never really considered before that I found pretty interesting was, rude. That, like, basically every Pyro character has, like, oh, cool. Has, like, family as a major part of their character. And I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, yeah, pretty much all of them do.
Need my help as you...
And that's, like, something that I've never really seen anybody mention before. So it just struck me as very interesting. And then in Arlecchino's case, yeah, that fits. I wonder if we, like, if I, like, subconsciously picked up on that, and that's why I always figured she was gonna be Pyro.
Unnecessary. Too slow.
Bond of life mechanic. Oh no, do these enemies, are these enemies like you have to kill 2 of them at once or something? Is that what you mean by that? Actually, no, I'll find it. I'll find out myself. Was I not hitting that? Oh, there's another one there. I see, I see. Hold up. Technically, all Archons should be Animo. You know what? If we want Dendro around here, maybe I should just, maybe I should just use this team instead. Excited for me to find out how the bond works? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm scared. Come on. Dude, climb! Are you kidding me? Get up there, oh my god. Going to destroy this man. Bruh. This isn't working. At least they don't ignore shields like Rift Hounds.
Upon the gale.
Now, Farzan, can you please actually hit that? What? Oh my god. That was way too much of a pain in the butt.
That was worth the trip.
Behold. What for?
No, my sword! Ring cutter! Snatch that! Have fun with this skin!
The wind rises.
Alright, hello. This is it here. Hang on a sec while I go find Miss Konjat. Whoa, what's this? What's that place? A building floating in the air? Paimon gets it. This must be one of those magical, I only want the second floor, just cut the first floor out buildings you hear about in stories. Is that a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference? Oh, the Fontaine Research Institute science is the finest in the world. It really is. What you're seeing now is the central laboratory of the Fontaine Research Institute. Or should I say, what was once the central laboratory. Mr. Edwin Eastinghouse was once within, trying to develop a field generator using Archeum. Initial estimates indicated that the device could lift an entire block of buildings. My guess is that the experiment didn't turn out so well. Of course, had Mr. Edwin not left 2/3 of the Fontaine Research Institute in ashes, he would have been a shoo-in for the post of the next director. And today, the heavy responsibilities that belong to the post of director, including a lifelong stipend and private dwelling, must be borne by the likes of Toiseau and Raimondo. Thought it was an exploration stream, but it was me. Dio! Paimon wonders just what kind of people Raimondo and Toiseau are. According to the evaluations of my peers. Bro, you are too loud back there. I can hear you all the way over here. They are the type who can speak to you for an entire day without saying anything. I want to put that to the test. So, it is exceedingly accurate to say that Mr. Toiseau's talents are irreplaceable. Look, the location of your final review is in the former location of the Alain Guillotine Research Institute, and now the current residence of the Institute. Before the incident, weekly lectures were held there regarding critical projects. Of course, the old administrative functions are all still in effect and can handle the final review. What's that plaza for? There are even seats around it. Is it an amphitheater of some kind? Ah, I have heard colleagues stationed at the Institute speak of this place. That is the sacred ground to Fontanians, the place where Fonta was born. Refreshing Fonta, a font of refreshment. That is the Fontaine Research Institute's academic assembly hall, and is dedicated to the purpose of displaying the fruits of our research, such as the combat-capable artifice dancers, the gramophone, the turbine-powered glider, and others. Previous analysis of Institute assets show that of the items I mentioned... The items I mentioned previously, Fonta may be the only scientific achievement that remains legally profitable. I couldn't help but notice your wording contained a few baseless accusations. I'm glad you noticed. In that case, would you mind giving me your opinion of the ongoing criminal activity of selling off research materials from within the Institute? It is absolutely vile, and those involved in the matter ought to be arrested in accordance with the law. Huh. Well then, out of those with access to the Institute's technical assets and the capacity to commit such a crime, who do you believe it was exactly? Could it be possible that it was... It was a criminal. Suspicious. Let's keep moving. I need to go to a file storage room first and retrieve a survey anchor, which we can use to monitor the strength of the energy flows. It's not far. Let's go. Alright. Ma'am. This document needs to be filed, and this one rewritten. There's just so much to do. Oh, I want to swim in the cubes. Ooh, something to read. Announcement concerning personnel changes. Announcement regarding the memorial servant for Monsieur Boutour. Sorry about that, had to sneeze. The Institute will hold a memorial service for Monsieur Boutour tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. in the Academic Assembly Hall to honor his research contributions to the Institute and the people of the court of Fontaine. May he rest in peace. Anyone not associated with the Institute who wishes to attend the service should first register with the funerary office. Notice regarding sanctions for personnel conducting unapproved research. In summary, Patrice traveled to Liyue without permission and conducted experiments without the Institute's approval. Yeah, that dude! He's the one who told me about the explosion. I think. He is also suspected of tampering with and falsifying experimental results. Oh no, wait. It was the guy that came after him to verify his results. Yeah, this dude. He's the one who told me about the explosion. He retains his position on probation, pending investigation. All experimental data and papers from the research will be temporarily archived and in the care of Monsieur Anatole, pending subsequent review and empirical verification. Notice of Edwin Eastinghouse's dismissal. In accordance with the Fontaine Research Institute's personnel regulations, Edwin Eastinghouse has been absent from work without permission for a long period without having submitted any application, and is thereby dismissed from his post of senior technician effective today, with further investigation pending. Notice of Coutrol's dismissal. In accordance with the laws of the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute's personal regulations, Coutrol has been dismissed from his position as a researcher of the Institute effective immediately. The Institute remains the right to pursue further legal action in accordance with the relevant laws. That's actually kind of neat that they mentioned that. Oh, there's something to read over here, too. Chat, please work. Finance Investigation Office note. To thoroughly investigate the Institute's loss of assets. Effective today, funding approval for the auxiliary robo-arm, hollow propulsion wind glider, and autonomous circuit aquabus projects is suspended, pending further reviews of finances and assets. Alright. Where is Lynette? Come here.
Time for afternoon tea. Over here. Ship on us.
Nope, that didn't do anything. How do I open that? There's a chest in there. Let me in. Let me in. Hold on, I think I have a tutorial about this. Yeah. Nope, not that. Never mind, I do not have a tutorial about this. You mechas are too noisy. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't interact with this at all. Doing that didn't do anything. Is there more stuff that I need to interact with somewhere? That might be it.
Squall and Fury. The wind rises.
Rain outlines your face. Huh? Let me weave you a verse. Dare to mess with me?
Squall and Fury.
Out of my way. Oh, okay, okay. So... Ah.
Relax.
I get it now. I understand now. I see. Also, the hydroculus must be down below.
Take it and have fun.
No? Where's the hydroculus? It's not like way high up, is it? Hold over the symbol and it will give lore? Ooh. Let's go check that out. Oh, it's the hydroculus over here. There it is. Hold up, we gotta get lore. Cannot pass up lore. Cipher letter 5. All that once stood fast has been destroyed. The stone walls are as weak as flesh and blood. The time has come for me to leave, and I shall not return, but I won't give up. I see the path leading towards my future. I will endeavor towards it, even if it's a path of solitude. Love how literally every puzzle is better than Inazuma's.
Leave it to me.
I don't know, Inazuma had some fun puzzles, but I also have some unpopular opinions about what puzzles are fun. Like, I like the magic number one. Or the magic square one, rather.
Outlines your fate.
Careful, these clockwork mecha are quite aggressive. Looks like he was quite thorough. There's no way something.
Truth repeats itself.
The wind rises. Search for it.
I don't know. I like puzzles. I like brain teasers. The worst puzzles that have ever been in the game, though, have been, what the fuck are you? Have been the ones from Mona's Island in, the second summer event. Those were bad. Those sucked really bad. Those were just frustrating.
Rain outlines your fate. Drink. Shake it and we'll see about that. Gears of the storm.
The wind rises.
Nice.
Necessary.
Alright, let me see. There's gotta be an energy block around here somewhere for me to use for that. Those are Ridesley's local specialty. I see. Literally didn't even bother doing those. Yeah, I did some of them, but I did not end up finishing her island. It was just stressful. Bro, am I gonna have to keep Lynette on my team so I can keep doing these?
Is it time for a magic show? Ship on up.
Onikabuto 3.0. Oh, geez. Cipher letter 2. This is the test text for the cipher letters. This is not a test text for cipher letters. Huh, looks like I can add and remove text. Butor's invention is interesting indeed, and not a useless one. Unfortunately, there are too many blockheads at the Institute now. Apart from a few intriguing individuals, the rest of them only know how to follow what's tried and tested. These few exceptions are buried in their own fascinating experiments and care little for others' projects. But I believe that one day cipher letters will be applicable in our lives, just like my system-wide prototype, which has tons of developmental potential.
Entering standby mode. I hope nobody disturbs me.
Too slow. Too slow.
Give me that.
You even want this?
Yes, I do. Aha! Next HSR banners look good? Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Interested in the debt collector gal? Yeah, I'm not super interested in Topaz from like a story character perspective. But oh my god, her kit is to die for.
Don't let any of it roll away now.
Don't let any of it roll away, he says as this claymore goes rolling away. Rip.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword. Time to act. Dare to mess with me?
The wind rises.
Jingliu looks cool. Yeah, she does. I am really excited for her. I'm definitely gonna roll for her.
Unnecessary. Quit following me.
Oh, that looks so cool in the sunlight. Oh my god, that looks so cool. I want to swim in the water cubes. I've seen videos of claymores falling down cliffs, the rocks skipping over the water. Videos? I don't think so, but I've had that happen to me, just like... Just... I've had things come out of chests and fall all the way down mountains and stuff. It's a nightmare. Oh, heck yeah, give me that. I might actually have to wrap this up here. Very short, I know, but I mean, I was making up for another stream being short, so it balances out. Before we go... Neverlet, please, please! Damn it. Want Gui Naifen for Kafka? Oh yeah. Alright. So, tomorrow... Waster Greatsword wants to go on an adventure. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up now. Tomorrow we'll be back here doing some more exploration, continuing this quest. So, I do hope to see you all then. Thank you for everybody stopping by.